Welcome to Happiest Places Home, the interior design channel. I have dupes for you here today from Pottery Barn and West Elm, so I can help you save on that designer look. And then I also have design finds for you. So they are items that are very stylish and beautiful, and then they're at very low prices. I thought I would share those. And I think we'll do dupes, some design finds, and then dupes. The first dupe coming your way is for this Pottery Barn throw pillow cover. It's the nostalgic tree embroidered pillow cover, and you'll see it close up in a moment. It has little features on that tree that are very delicate and adorable. There's an ornament, a gingerbread man, a stocking, a gingerbread house, and then I'm not sure what that one thing is. It looks like a dessert, but very cute. It's $99.50, and I found you a great alternative. Just like the Pottery Barn, this has small elements hanging on the tree, and you'll see them up close in a moment. But I also love the idea that it has this piping. I think that makes the whole look more elegant, plus the idea that it has snow. I think it's so cute. All right, so take a look at this up close. It's $27 versus that $99.50, which is such a wonderful savings. And do you see those little accents? Very pretty. West Elm has these beautiful pillows that have a holiday theme in New York City, and the designer is Nicole Sikak. I think that's how you say her last name. They're really fun pillows, and this is the new one for this year, but the ones from the previous year are still very popular. Now, I have a dupe that kind of looks like a combination of both. I actually have two dupes, so check these out. Similar to the one with the townhouses, this one has, more old-fashioned houses, maybe in a small other sort of town, not New York City, but it looks very similar with the shapes. And these people are ice skating. It's possible the people in Nicole's pillow are not ice skating, but nonetheless, they look very similar. And how about this price? It's $9.99 for the pillow cover, and it's 12 by 20, which is a great size. This one's brighter and a bit happier, but it's also a better price. You get two of the 12 by 20 lumbar pillow covers, and it's $8.99, so I just couldn't believe that. If I had color in my house, I would scoop that up. Things of all sorts with a bear are very popular in 2025 for the holiday season, and it's all part of this whole Ralph Lauren sort of trend. But if you don't want to follow trends and you just want to go for the original, I didn't necessarily find a dupe for you, but I would say you can get the Polo Ralph Lauren pillow with a bear on it for even less than the Pottery Barn, only by a slight amount. Dave and I are listening to an audiobook where a woman mentions that she gets home and relaxes with her cats, and she puts on the peppermint candle, and it's Christmas time. And I never thought of a peppermint candle as the scent you would want for the holidays, even though the look of it makes sense. And by the way, peppermint scent is supposed to make you want to work harder and faster and to be more alert. So probably not good to relax to, but you can buy this and slide it into someone's office that you work with who is a slacker or something. The distinct advantage that the Pottery Barn peppermint candle has in this comparison is that it has a lid, and that is excellent. And theirs is on sale for $39.99. It said 4-inch diameter, so I'm assuming they're a similar ounce, but it didn't say. Anyway, the Michaels version is on sale for $7.99, and I think it's just as pretty. It just doesn't have the lid. And I don't know how you can screw up a peppermint scent, so I would imagine it smells good, but who knows? But I thought it was a great price if you wanted to get a gift similar to Pottery Barn for someone, or for that slacker. have another Winterberry item for you after we look at the design finds, but let's start with this one. So there is this adorable pepperberry tree at Pottery Barn. It doesn't have a pot, but you can easily stand it in one with that. There's a flat bottom. This is 3 feet high, and I found such a great deal for you. If you like this look, I found something even prettier and a better price. This Lowe's version is more abundant, and I love that it comes with the urns, and you get 2. It's a pair for $134, so that comes out to $67 each. So you can see how much you're saving, even though the Pottery Barn one is on sale for $104. You're still saving so much. Now, I love these so much better, and if you like that it's hard to say, pepperberry look, then these would look really pretty flanking your front door on the inside, or of course at your mantle, wherever you want, and they are pre-lit. I bought a bunch of items from a retailer, and it's actually the sponsor of this video. Now, don't think because it's the sponsor that they weren't the best deal that you can get on each of these items, because you'll recognize that it is. But I'm going to save the retailer until the end and reveal it. And in some ways it's so I don't keep talking about them, but also because I think it would be fun as a surprise. But you'll be pretty amazed. I'm going to start with a few dupes that I found there that I have here in the house, and then a few things that I think are design finds after that. I looked up brown velvet ribbons when I was searching for things that I wanted to try on my tree. And I found them at a number of places, but I really liked the ones that they had at West Elm. And because I searched it once, they have been emailing me, it seems like every day, but I'm sure that's an exaggeration, to let me know that they're still there and that they're on sale. Well, they're on sale right now. And I bought some elsewhere, and I feel like it was a much better deal. Let me show you mine compared to theirs. So theirs are $22.40 on sale right now for the brown. Well, I found these. It's a set of, it was supposed to be 4, but I ended up getting 6. Did I? Oh no, they're so big that I thought it was 6, but there are 4 of them. Now, do you see these really beautiful long tails? That dramatic look is, you know, in style and was last year. And they do look so pretty. It's a very distinct style. Now, I ended up thinking that I didn't want brown velvet ribbons for that tree because I wanted it to have kind of like a resort vacation-y feel based on my location. If we weren't going for that, these would have been perfect on there. But what I'm gonna do is use these in other areas of the house as decor and put them in different places just to dress things up and have them look like Christmas suddenly. So I have 4 of these, and had I said, but I'm sure it says on screen, it was $4.65 for all of these, which is excellent. So I'm excited about these. Now, I might, you know, try to flatten them a bit with a steamer, but I also may not have time to do it. And I think sometimes when you hang things like this, they end up straightening themselves out along the way. But gorgeous. And they do have the little, you know, let's call it garbage tie to twist around something. So that's ideal. I wanted to show you my new tree collar up close and personal. This was $22, very big, and I think it was like 44 inches diameter. Now, it's got Velcro, which it should, they all do, but it also came with 2 clothespins to cinch it if you needed a smaller one. Now, I stole my tree skirt when I did the second tree upstairs, so I needed a new one. And I thought that the cable knit kind of goes along with that coastal, you know, when you're on the beach and you're wearing a coastal sweater sort of thing. So I'm still within my theme, and I just love these. So here I have a design find, and the first one I'll show you is, I have a 5-pack of these. They are craft paper stars, and I thought they would look so beautiful on my tree. I'm not going to take any decorations off and put them up this year, but I think I'm going to try them out for next year, and it will be, you know, big impact, as you can see. However, I don't have garland this year, so I'm going to put them on my banister for now. And if you see like thin strings, that's just sewing thread that I was trying to use just to test them out. And I'm going to change the pattern. You're looking at the pattern that I'm not going to use right now, I believe. All right, so these were $7 and change. The exact version that I purchased are now sold out, but they have the same thing sold by another seller, okay? We have this, I had 3 of these, and these were $10. Now this you could put some sort of a light source in, like twinkle lights. I'm not doing that. I just feel like I don't want to put it in paper, but so there's a small one and then 2 large ones. I'm just hanging them over door handles in the house to have a little flair and, you know, festive look on certain doors that we use a lot. These are something that I just bought. It's a set of 3 for $9.69. And what it is, they're actually, it said on the description 2D. They're actually flat boxes that you open up and turn into a book. And I'm going to use them for holiday gifts for the packaging. So this one, I ended up using the tab and glued it together, so that you can see that it really sticks together. But I left these open so that you could see what I'm going to do. Now, I have a friend who's really into art museums, galleries, and historic things. I bought that friend a pass to go to a bunch of different locations and visit as much as they want. That's going to go in one of these because it's like a art book, you know. And that one's picture's weirder. I'm gonna do this one. Okay, so it's this, but reality is you can open the top. You could open either side, okay? So it was just a box that I put together, and my friend would open it on either side, and I'm going to put the pass in there. Do you see? And then I also bought a set for myself because I thought this would help me when I'm doing displays for the channel. And I liked the colors. I thought that they went with a particular art print that I have in here. All right, so this one I won't glue until I put the gift in. Now, so we had that one, the Gallery Bohème, and I actually don't know how to say this one. Morandi, I don't know. But aren't the colors kind of pretty? Now, what I'm going to do in the art gallery / historic, oops, you're shaking. That was me, sorry. What I'm going to do in the art gallery gift is also put these really cute frames. And these are for scrapbooking. You get 30 of them for $3.54. And you could do a lot of scrapbooking with all of these. I also thought these would make a great ornament for an artsy tree that's small. So you could punch a hole and then hang these all over it. But more so, I thought if you have frames that are kind of large and they have a mat and you wanted something different for them, you know how you can switch things out of those, obviously. You could get a beautiful color, you know, poster board or, you know, art paper at St. Michael's or anywhere. I think they even have them in the Dollar Tree. And get a color that you like, and then you could glue these. I shouldn't show you the same one. Glue them kind of all over, in a pattern, and then you could do it on 4 frames, and they all would look slightly different depending on the pattern that you do and which frames you choose. And there's so many different frames. I spent a lot of time on this, but wouldn't this be funny confetti to come out of that gift with the gift card? So I thought that was cute. At my family home, we had very cool and artsy decor, let's call it. Our house didn't look like everyone else's, and you can see why. That's why I don't want mine to. They did have gold deer in their house on this long console, and it was one of the only holiday decorations there. So it was very minimalist. They were before their time with that whole thing. And I've always wanted the deer. They have them everywhere. But I've just been holding off because I didn't want to spend on something like that until I found the ones that I wanted. And I had this opportunity to find these before you look. They're very tiny, but I'm going to put them in my food display. I'm going to put them on a crudité and they'll sit within it. And I think it's going to look really beautiful. And these are super tiny and adorable. Let me pull them out for you. Now these can be dupes for a West Elm version, and those are quite bright brass as well. And let me tell you how much those are. I'll tell you. $87 and $79. Now they're nearly twice the size of these, but still, for the pair of these, it was $7.37. And I'm just going to sit them like that within the display with the food. And I thought it would be really beautiful because I do have gold serveware, like serving little forks, serving little spoons that are going to be surrounding all around it. There's a lot of construction outside. You've probably noticed in some of my videos lately. I haven't really talked about it much, but there's a lot going on. So if you hear noises or if the camera shakes, the whole house is shaking. Yeah. I love the look of tortoiseshell, and you can probably tell from my water glass there that I do. But I found this tray. It's plastic / acrylic, I don't know which. And it was $7.34 versus much more luxury versions. They have a version at Paragold. That one's $43, but there's also one at Target for $15, and I own it. It's back here on my kitchen counter. And you know that I use that for, I put 2 soap pumps in it. It's meant for the bathroom, and so are the soap pumps. But I put my dish detergent, and right now I just have a plain old soap sitting in there. I wasn't very designer on that one, but I thought I could use this and then the water wouldn't get stuck underneath of it, because it does now. And I get a little soap scum under there that I have to clean up. So I thought this might work better for me, but I also probably, in reality, I'm going to use it as a candle holder, not holder, but I'm going to put my candle on top of this to protect my tables. And I thought that would be a great use for it. So for $7.34, you're getting that pretty luxury look. By the way, the Paragold one is acrylic. So we're on the same level here. And I just love the idea that it's got the stand. So that was the purpose of selecting that. Probably could have lit that candle, but I think you get the picture. So I love that. From time to time, I've shown my living area and the dining area, and there are no rugs there, and that's because of my dog. But I felt like it bothers some people enough. By the way, I get really kind comments, and people are just very generous with compliments and just sweet. And they have genuine questions, and we'll chat back and forth. It's been very nice. But when I show my living space and it doesn't have a rug, people say, why don't you have a rug? Or it could really cozy up your space if you got a rug. Well, I don't have them because of my dog. She uses them as targets, or she'll scoot on them after she goes outside, and it's just disgusting. So I felt like the investment wasn't worth it, and I don't mind the clean look of no rug. But I feel like if you want the complete picture of a design, it was missing. So I thought I should get rugs, and I found such a great deal on them that honestly, if we clean it and clean it and clean it, but then feel disgusted by it, we could always throw it out in the garage for when I'm painting to go under my feet and stuff like that instead. There's construction going on, I mean, feet from me. So sorry if they're shaking and you can hear it. But this right here is 6.5 feet. And let me tell you how much it is. It is $42. So that's a pretty good price, wouldn't you think? Now it's described as a mat because behind it, it's almost got more of the consistency of a mat that you would put in a play area. And as you can see, it's got a floral design that's very abstract. I feel like that goes with my house very well. So it will match design and color palette. So I selected this, and I think that it's such a bargain that I just had to do it. Now, if I could have gotten a wider one, maybe I would have, but that's what was available. So I wanted to show you that. And then I have another one for the living room that I'm going to show you next. Now, the rug that I have for my living area is enormous, and it's also described as a mat. I feel like this one looks more like a mat than this one. It's really big, so hang on. I think you can see that it's almost like printed a bit with some definition. And that's fine with me because you know what I already said about Lady, who's right here. She's very excited about this. That's funny. So I'm going to put this down so you can see it without me just holding it here. But I wanted to give you an idea of how big it really is. And I'll put the size on the screen because I don't know off the top of my head. But let me also tell you that this was $135 for this huge thing. And this one is actually, high pitch, this one is actually a dupe for a Safavé. The items that I just showed you are from the shopping app Temu, and Temu has offered my viewers an opportunity to save. It's a $20 coupon that you can use on their app, and it can be used even for an item that is $20. So, or let's say if it's 22, for example, it will only be $2. So that's a nice opportunity to save. The prices, as you just heard, are wonderful to begin with. So I think you'll have a lot of fun shopping there. If you use this link, it will take you directly to download the app. And then if you put my code into the search bar, once you're on the app, you'll get that coupon immediately. I went ahead and filmed going to the website, downloading the app, and putting the code in so you can see how the coupon pops up. Now, when I selected some items just now, it did want me to add to the 20 at least a $10 spend to get the free shipping, just so you know. But I found some nice new items that I can't wait to show you on a future video. And if you need gifts for anyone, if you haven't gotten them for them yet, there are all kinds of items, not just home decor, clothes, beauty items, gadgets, really fun things. So I think you'll have a lot of fun with this, just like I did while I was shopping. And if you can't keep track of it here, it is in the description box. Well, thank you, Temu, for sponsoring this portion of the video. Here we are with dupe 11, and I've been admiring these brown chairs in a bunch of different images, and I looked them up and I've been trying to find a dupe, and I did find one finally. Now here's the chair on its own at, I feel like, its best photo. I love the way that the arms kind of curve out. It's so elegant. This is a new color and fabric. It's espresso in velvet mohair, and it is on sale right now for $9.99, but normally it is, let me see, $12.99. So here is my dupe from Article. The Windsor Velvet Lounge Chair is on sale right now for $5.99. Regularly, it's $7.99, which is also an excellent price. It is a beautiful brown velvet. The shape is different, and the shape is what I love so much about the Pottery Barn. But I couldn't find a brown velvet chair in that exact shape, but I think this one is gorgeous. Do you? I feel like Winterberry anything just always seems so very Pottery Barn. It's just their style. You know, you have the neutrals and then that pop of red. It's kind of a modern farmhouse thing. Now, theirs are more expensive than the cone trees that you can find elsewhere, and I wanted to compare prices. So, exactly. While the 24-inch, let's call it 2 feet high tree is $78.50 on sale right now at Pottery Barn, I found one at Amazon for just under $28. Now, the one at Amazon doesn't have a pot, but I think it makes it look slimmer and more elegant in a way. Now, Amazon has a smaller one for less, but so does Pottery Barn, so you could stagger them, and that would be beautiful. This is a holiday centerpiece from Pottery Barn that I went gaga over last holiday 2024, and a lot of you bought it and just fell in love also. Now, normally it's $99. It is on sale right now, I think for $69.99, which is great. So might be a good time to scoop it up. But I found a look-alike for it that you might enjoy. Cracker Barrel does sell their home decor and all of their items that are in the store online. I don't know if you knew that. I mean, it's fun to browse in there and to go and have the pancakes or whatever you like there. But this one I thought was just so exquisite. And it's from Cracker Barrel. It's $55.99 on sale right now. So it's a scene very similar to the Pottery Barn, and it is lit. But it's in this terrarium looking thing, which I feel like is very ritzy. I use that word because they said it once in Gilmore Girls. And I feel like in a way, it almost looks like a Ballard thing to me, even though I'm sure they don't have anything exactly like this. But doesn't it look like something Ballard Designs would sell? This dupe was requested by Erica, a viewer. She just requested it last week. I'll try to do one dupe as a request every week when possible, and if I can find one. Now, the one that she requested is this rug. It's called the Cascade. In particular, she wanted the 9x12, and she said, I just don't want to pay that price, which is about $2,100. You'll see when I do the comparison. Now, there's a hint of blue as well as the cream in this. So let's take a look at what I found. When you see this in a photo of a room, you'll see it's even more similar looking. This is the Wayfair Maximiano Oriental Indoor Rug. Now it's also 9x12 and it's on sale right now for $549.99. That's great compared to the $21.99. So I think you might like that, Erica. Now for all of you, this is an interesting rug for that coastal flair. You know, it has the beautiful ivory with hints of, let's say, a creamy, the palest yellow. And then we've got the powder blue mixed in, as well as a few specks of navy, which the Pottery Barn one did have specks of navy also. So I think this is a beautiful rug, whether it was a dupe or not. The first thing I want to say about the room that you're looking at is I just think it's so well done, and this was in the Pottery Barn Holiday 2025 lookbook, and so is the room that's coming after it. And one of the themes in this is equestrian prints and sketches. Well, Pottery Barn has a set of 4 of them. They're just beautiful, and the fact is, I think they are pieces of art that exist already in galleries and are, you know, let's not say ancient, but they're maybe historical pieces of art, but they're just selling the framed versions of them. And theirs are wonderful, but I found an alternative for you. Each of these prints is 16 by 20, which is a great size for framing. There are a lot of large frames out there that have mats with the opening for this size, and it will be a wonderful display, very big. And these are just the prints, not the frames. and it's $13.64, which is such a bargain. It says that they're waterproof. I'm not sure why, but I think that does tell us that, you know, they're fairly sturdy pieces of paper that are printed. It says poster, but it's described all different ways. Now, I am very tempted to get these and also another set of art that I'm about to show you, but it's just not my style. But I know that I'll have that traditional style once again one day, so I'm tempted for that reason. There's such a beautiful sunset, and it's shining right through the window in my living room, so I thought that I would film, and it's a good chance to see some of the things in use that we talked about in the video. Now, I just unfolded that rug, literally right before we're filming. I mean, before I filmed this, lady laid right in the middle of it. I think I filmed that and showed you. But, so it still does need to, you know, how do we say, straighten out. And I'll work on that. But I just wanted to get it right away. I think it's a good time of day for it. And you can see the tree color. I did make use of one of the ribbons on my bell, which is on that console there. Rather than introducing you to my sofa because you've seen it a few times, AlivingHome asked me to talk to you about a brand new sofa. It's a modular sectional sofa. It has power recliners. It's called the Cloud Cubo. The promo code is on the screen, but it will also be in the description box. And I've been putting QR codes lately, so it's easy to get right to that section of the website. The other sofa that they wanted me to talk about is their wall hugger reclining sofa. So you can put it very close to a wall, and then when it reclines, it moves forward and you can kick your feet all the way out. It's very affordable and it's real leather. I feel like the price is very surprising for the real leather. It's $1,890 on sale, but then my viewers get an extra $200 off with the code. I hope you guys had a really nice Thanksgiving. It was a good time for me this week putting together this video. I enjoyed finding the dupes and showing you the fun things that I bought. If you did see any dupes that you liked, please do take a look for them. They'll be linked or tagged. But if it's from Temu, it would all go through that link that takes you to the app. Well, I thank you so much for your viewership. It really means a lot that you took the time to watch this video and to get to the end. I appreciate it. And I just thank you for everything you do for me and the channel. Well, I'll see you guys again next Saturday at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Together we sing, our hearts are aglow. This beautiful Christmas, let the love flow. Cheers to the moments we'll always treasure. And